Hello everyone, and welcome to another Monster Hunter World live stream on PlayStation 4. We're still working our way through the story. I looked at the time we've put into the video, the story. We're at roughly 15 hours, and we just hit a roadblock with Nergigante. I believe the last thing we were doing, we were farming for Rathian parts to make the Hunter Charm level 2, right? Ooh, what's she got to say? Engaging, easygoing fiber. She was a great Gyros hood. I'm thinking, though, with this new armor... See, when I fought him, I still had all the low-rank bone armor, basically. With this new armor, I might just go for it. I might just go fight him. Also, somebody told me we could craft the Rathian helmet, and that would give us 2 levels of health boost. Let's check that real fast. How's it going, everyone? Go to armor. And we will jump down to Rathian. Here it is. You need Inferno Sac and Rathian Scale, and yes, it can actually give you 2 levels of health boost. Well, if that is the case, we are going to go ahead and fight the Rathian a 3rd time. So we're fighting high rank Rathian. We could fight the pink Rathian as well. Let's try joining a quest. Quest type, investigation. Target Rathian or pink Rathian? One or the... actually, regular Rathian if we want to craft the helmet. Let's see if anyone's got this. No flares were found. How about pink Rathian? If we get a Rathian gem, that'd be nice. No flares found. Oh, that's sad. People must be taking a break from this game. And I forgot to check if we have any Rathian investigations. How's it going, Luap? How's it going, Patrick? Sinbad, Cybera, Goner Nation Army? Who was it who said he was new to the stream? Nebsy? Thanks for joining the stream, Nebsy. Eduardo Nabor says, hey, it's my first time to watch you live, but I already watched all your Let's Cart series. Very cool, man. I'm glad you made it to one of the actual live streams, like when it's actually going on. Hopefully it's more fun. See, now you can affect what I'm saying in the live stream, and everyone has to hear what you're saying. Let's go to Manage Investigations. Capture a Rathian. Well, there you go. Capture a Rathian. Perfect. And we will go ahead and refresh our items. We're going to be capturing a Rathian. If you guys want to help me capture this Rathian, start up your PlayStations and check for my SOS. Because I will allow you guys to join an SOS for Rathian. You might actually join it too, because apparently no one else is putting up Rathian quests. We'll talk to this guy. As you know, we're farming for a lot of honey. As soon as we can, we want to be cultivating Mandragora. Can we do Mandragora? Oh, we can do Mandragora. Let's go for it. Let's do Mandragora. We need some Mandragora. We do not have a lot. Mandragora is very important. Did I fertilize already? I don't think I did. Fertilize. I guess mushroom substrate. Trying to remember, what did that guy want us to do? I think we have to give him like a torrent sack or something. I can't remember. We have to do something for that guy. Let's jump up to the canteen. How's it going, Angel Fernandez says? Lay Marco says, why so early today? Oh, good question. So the reason we're on so early today, the reason for that is because there's going to be a Monster Hunter World Iceborne stream, and that's going to occur roughly like 3 hours from now. Is that right? No, maybe closer to 4 hours from now. The other problem is a Tuesday, and every Tuesday, I live in a condo, okay? So a condo is like, it's kind of like an apartment, but you own it, right? It's kind of like owning a home. And the condo association hires a group of people to mow the lawn every Tuesday. And the problem is, it ruins my audio quality for a video recording, right? Like when I go live, I don't mind if there's a little background buzzing coming from maybe my air conditioner or outside. But when I'm making a video that's going to go up on my channel and stay up on my channel, I really do try to get a nice quality of audio, because that's, you know, people are going to hear the same message over and over again from that video. So yeah, Tuesdays always get screwed up for me, because these guys are mowing right outside my window. They mow for like, you wouldn't believe it, they mow for like 6 hours. I don't know how they do it or what their work. They're always doing something. So it's every Tuesday, and again, the live stream is later as well. So I kind of have 2 reasons going on. Goner Nation Army says, are you going to live stream the Monster Hunter Iceborne E3 stuff later? Absolutely. I've already got my thumbnail made. All I got to do is fire up the live stream and get it going. So we're definitely going to be watching. Of course, what you can do, you can always go to Twitch and watch it from Monster Hunter's official Twitch, but I'm live streaming their live stream, which is a thing now. It's like reacting to a reaction. It's crazy. It's the future. Capture quests. It's funny, it's like explaining captures to me, and I've already been doing captures this whole time. Let's jump back down to the regular camp. The goal of a capture quest. Come on, handler, I know what a capture quest is. Look at her, she's just sitting around eating and reading books. Dude, I do all the work, she takes half the credit. Hell no. Trap tool. Easy shock trap. Easy trank bomb. Alright. And Rathian, somebody told me Rathian always spawns over here. Right, let's go ahead and SOS as well. Why not? Alright, so SOSing I think is legit. When the game came out, that was something you could do. So I think I should be able to SOS on an investigation. It's technically not part of the story. It's part of the grind, right? We're grinding. So I don't see any problem with that. Let's go ahead and pick up this footprint. Oh, we got a scale right there. Oh, look at that. Somebody joined right away. We got Raven with us. What do we have for equipment? Health booster. Ooh, she's roaring at me. Alright, we only got attack up small out. Oh my god. Rathian, don't be like that. Alright, we mounted. Will you be revealing your session ID? Probably not, Daraz. The goal of me playing the story mode is to do it alone. In this case, I did fire an SOS flare, so if you have your PlayStation already fired up, you can try to join off of the SOS flare, but for the story mode, I'll be doing that by myself. Just to see what it's like. Just to see what it's like for a new player. Of course, I'm not a new player. I know everything about the game at this point, so for me it's easy, but I just want to see what a regular player might have to do to quickly be able to get through the game. I've also used one of the lowest DPS weapons in the game, the hunting horn, which I've had multiple people tell me now that they find it boring. Just sad. It's not a boring weapon at all. Ooh. Oh, I was hoping that wouldn't knock me back. I don't find it boring. I think it's actually kind of fun and challenging. It's like the hammer, honestly. There's a flinch. Oh, she got me with the double part of that spin. Witchy Wamiras, how are you doing? Decided to stop by before I go on my first day on my new job as an EMT. Congratulations, Witchy Wamiras. I look forward to watching the stream archive when I come back tonight. Love the content. Thanks, man. Glad to hear that. I like to hear people getting jobs. I want all my viewers to be wealthy, so you can all give me $1 on Patreon. I was thinking about doing a live stream of me opening up an E-Trade account. You guys ever heard of E-Trade? It's an online brokerage account that you can open with the company E-Trade, and they allow you to buy stocks from your home. And I was thinking of doing that live to maybe encourage people to do the same thing so that you're buying stocks and becoming wealthy. Because that's what you're supposed to do in life, by the way. You're supposed to, you know, you don't get younger, so you better get wealthier. You know what I mean? You don't want to be old and poor. That's not it's not a good place to be. You're gonna lose your young age. You might as well also be wealthy so that you can take care of yourself when you're older. You can go on a cruise ship when you're older. That's what you want to do, and you want to take care of your grandchildren. It's not going to happen if you don't make the right choices in life. You're going to make choices. That's the biggest difference between the rich and the poor. They made different choices in life. Rich people decided to go buy stock. That's what they did. Pretty invariably, they almost always chose to go buy stock. It's a very large difference between the rich and poor. I mean, money-wise, it's a large difference. Choice-wise, it's like one choice difference. The difference is just that somebody went and bought stock and the other person didn't buy stock. But it made all the difference. You know what I'm saying? Allosaurus87 says, wait, this is on PlayStation 4. Can I join? You could, except I'm not playing multiplayer yet. I'm doing an SOS for my investigation, but in general, I will be playing the story mode all by myself. Ooh, here's a mite seed. We like those. We take those. When is Monster Hunter on E3? You know, I think I advertised. I think when I posted on Facebook and Twitter that I was going live, I think I gave the wrong time out. I think I said that it was coming out in about 2 hours. I think it's closer to 4 hours. And I feel kind of stupid. I can't go back and fix it because I'm already live. I'm busy. Is there one of those crazy toads nearby? So one of the things you'll notice, since I have friends with me now, it will actually be much harder to... Let's give everyone earplugs. What am I doing? I should give everyone earplugs. I should be playing like it's multiplayer now. Let's get these earplugs out. I don't know what I was saying. You ever get to... You guys have never... maybe you've never live streamed before. Maybe some of you have. But you can be like in the middle of a thought and then get totally distracted by whatever it is you're going on in the game. You'll say something and then you'll be like, wait, what did I say? Because the game's actually still going on, you know what I mean? So no more earplug problems with Rathian. Let's get the attack of large out next. We were talking about how I got the time wrong. Oh, this is captured. This is captured. Oh, shoot. I hope they understand that it's captured. I just used my own trap. I used my own trank bombs. Alright. That was all we needed. That's all I needed, baby. Let's see what we got from that. Enter name here says it's night here and tomorrow's the 12th. Yeah, guys, get a day late. LMAO. That's how the world works. You live on the other side of the world and time works different for you. What did we get? We see a plating, but we don't see a gem, which is what we need. We need a gem. Hey Gameconomist, since you didn't read my message earlier, much love from the Philippines. Oh, thank you very much, Eduardo. I always make a point that my grandmother's actually Filipino. So my grandfather was in the United States Navy on my dad's side. I believe he's technically English. And then he met a girl he liked in the Philippine Islands while he was doing his Navy business. And he brought her back here to America. And then on my mom's side, I'm German and Irish. So it's English, German, Irish, Filipino. Really heavy mix. I actually have some siblings who look very Filipino, but I look very European myself. Let's go ahead and refresh my items. So actually, you know, I had a pretty interesting experience with genes, with genetics. I had 11 siblings, right? If you guys didn't know that, I had 11 siblings. And what you end up doing when you have that many siblings, you learn things about genetics. You get to see how some kids come out. I had one sister, she came out with blonde hair, blonde curly hair and blue eyes. And then I had another sibling, a brother, who came out with like jet black hair. He looks like he could have come straight from the Philippine Islands. So they were like complete opposites of each other. And that's how genes work. If you guys didn't know, you can look extremely different from each other. Just depends on what genes you got. Kind of, you know, people talk about lottery of birth when it comes to which parents you're born to. You have no idea, man. You could be born with the disease, the genes that give you the disease, or you could be born with the healthy genes, you know what I mean? You could be born with good eyesight, bad eyesight. That's just how nature is. Nature is all about the lottery. Alright, so let's go ahead and eat. Yeah, nature is not necessarily nice. It just is. Paul says, so, you're 1/3 German? 1/3. I think it would be 1/4 technically. I guess I don't know much about... Sadly, both of my grandparents on my mom's side passed away, so I didn't really get to learn much about them. They passed away when I was only about 11. My grandfather passed away from an illness, and then just 1 year later, my grandma passed away right after him. It almost seemed like maybe she'd gotten depressed. It could have just been coincidence, but she was so sad when he died. I think she just kind of withered away after he died and went with him. So that all happened when I was 11, and it really affected the way I saw the world. Because, when you're 11 and you see your grandparents die, you're still old enough to have memories of them. You have very pure memories of them, you know what I mean? When you're a kid, your experiences are very unfiltered. There's no nuance. There's no frame of reference that makes an opinion about it. So both my grandparents on my mom's side passed away when I was 11, and it just made me see the world very different right away. I was like, oh, this is a thing. People die. Yeah, it's kind of, I guess it's a morbid thing to talk about, and we don't like to talk about. We don't like to think about that stuff, but I was thinking about it when I was 11, and I didn't really get to know them that well. All I know is that they were very nice to me. That's all I know. Oh, am I in the right spot? They are very, very nice to me. E. Durnas says, I bet you're from East Europe. No, but my wife, who I just married this year, see, it's weird saying that word now. I used to call her my fiancée for a while. And then for a while, I also just called her my girlfriend, right? Before I called her fiancée. She has Eastern Europe heritage. Her grandfather is from Hungary. And I'm told that his father was from Romania. So his father was from... Oh, wait, was it Romania or Bulgaria? I think it was Bulgaria. So her great-grandfather would have been Bulgarian, and he moved to Hungary because of war and conflict. And then her grandfather moved from Hungary to the United States, also because of conflict. There was some kind of revolution going on in Hungary at the time, and he didn't want to get mixed up in it. And he was actually into computer science. And lo and behold, she ended up being into computer science as well. So it's almost like you kind of do what your parent did or your grandparent did. I'm sure it has something to do with kind of inheriting the same brain. You know what I mean? Usually, I've seen kids who had smart parents, and they turn out kind of goofy and dumb. But usually, if you're smart, you usually had someone smart in your heritage somewhere. You know what I mean? Up the ancestral line. I met a lot of smart kids in college, and usually when you ask them, what do your parents do? You find out their parents are also smart. Or they're, like their grandma or grandpa is. That's exactly what you find out. So, unfortunately, we were just talking about how genetically you can inherit the things that make up what you look like. I said I had a sister who she had blonde curly hair and blue eyes. Don't hurt me. This SOS out. She's going for my cat. Well, I think it's probably the case that you kind of also inherit your IQ, unfortunately. It's not what you want to hear. Unless you had smart parents, then you go, haha. I ended up getting into computer science. What did my dad do? He was into electrical engineering. What did my grandpa do? He was into aviation. He worked for airplane company for his whole life and then retired on a pension. That's my dad's father, so the grandpa on my dad's side. Also, my grandpa on my mother's side worked for the construction machine company called Caterpillar. Some of you might recognize that. And he was all into that. Oh, look at that. Before anyone answered the SOS, my cat put him to sleep. What do we got? No, oh, we do have barrel bombs. I'm not going to use it for this. Allosaurus says, wait, is the Gameconomist German? I have German ancestry. It's not a surprise. I'm from Missouri. That's a state in the United States. And Missouri is well known for being a place where a lot of Germans migrated to. A lot of Germans and a lot of Irish people migrated here. So my grandparents were German Irish, yeah. Not a surprise at all. We still, I said this in another stream, we actually have old towns here in Missouri that are still, they have their original German names from the German settlements, and if you go to those towns, it looks kind of like a little town from Germany. It's crazy. It has a bit of, it has a bit of American influence too, the way they look, but these would be like historical towns, little historical areas you can go to in Missouri and enjoy. The dude says, just curious why you have chosen to focus on content creation since you have a computer science degree. The truth is because I'm very good at it. I do I can't show you my analytics, but I do extremely well with what I'm doing. It was very calculated. I have all kinds of offers to get into software programming. My wife can get me a job because she works at a company where they like her a lot, and she and I got the same degree, the exact same degree. So she said anytime I want a software engineer job, she's going to ask her manager to hire me. So I'm set basically. If YouTube ever did not work out, I would easily have a job in IT, in software engineering, or whatever else I wanted to do with my degree. A degree in computer science can go to several different, what do I say, careers. It just depends on what you want to do and what you have the training for or the certification for. So I could, if I wanted certification to do a certain type of work, I could probably go get that pretty fast. Alright, join request settings. That means we actually got some people. What do we have here? This looks like Teostra fur. What is going on with that? Paul says, it's kind of amazing that so many Germans are on YouTube. Well, you know, you kind of expect it. There's a lot of everybody on YouTube. YouTube's very diverse, actually. YouTube's very, very diverse. YouTube's amazing, man. And I mean that in the most straightforward way. YouTube's a real innovation that changed the world. That's why I'm so concerned about one thing in particular. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the news, but YouTube's starting to decide what it accepts politically in terms of what people can say. So I don't like that. I want YouTube to remain politically neutral. Just let people post what they're going to post, and let the people decide if, you know, it's inappropriate. Don't let YouTube decide that. That's a whole different topic. That's a huge discussion on freedom of speech, and it's a whole different topic. You have any tips for investment in stocks, Gameconomist? Yes, own them. That is my tip, because most people don't. Most people are like, oh, I'm so poor, why am I so poor? And then they go to the mall and they buy some stupid shirt that they don't need, instead of buying an equal portion of stock for the same amount of money. So you could go to the mall right now and buy a $100 pair of shoes. Why aren't you buying $100 of stock? You know, the shoes just get old and then they're worth nothing. Whereas the stock, the older it gets, the more money it makes you. So people are taught basically to be consumers and to buy stuff, but you know, they're not taught to be consumers of stock. And there's no one else's fault other than your parents, to be honest. My parents didn't teach me a whole lot about buying stock. I would bet if you don't know about stock, your parents didn't tell you a lot of stuff about it either. It can be a boring subject too. I mean, sometimes people don't want to learn about it. But you know what? You're either going to be 50 years old going on a cruise ship, or you're going to be 50 years old asking your grandchildren to pay, or not your grandchildren, your children to pay for your medical bills. You don't want to be the latter. It's bad for your self-esteem. It's bad for your relationship with your children. You want to, when you're older, you want to be wealthy, and you want to be giving your grandchildren gifts like cool Christmas presents and not being a burden on your family at all. So that's why you guys got to stop thinking about buying video games and buying shoes at the store, and you got to think about buying some stocks. I mean, you can still buy those things. You just also have to buy some stocks. That's all. Yeah, I don't really believe in living in perfect thrifthood. You can't live that way. It's not a great way to live. Living on nothing. You got to spend a little bit of money to have a good life. Otherwise, what was the point of living? These trink bombs out. And she's gone. Nice job. Thanks, Liana and Namia. Oh yeah, TGC, when's that face reveal, bruh? I don't know. I could do a face reveal right now if I wanted to. I guess I've always been very private, you know? And it's hard for me to give that up. It's like a step you take, you know? Once your face is on the internet, your face is on the internet. And right now my face is very carefully not on the internet. You won't find it. It's impossible to find a picture of me in real life on the internet because it doesn't exist. I'm not the kind of person who takes pictures or share pictures, and that's because I like kind of having this ability to disappear a bit. But I have a big audience now, so maybe I should. Maybe that would only be fair. Rudy says, wait, who actually buys shows for, I think he means shirts, for over $40, $50? Dude, people definitely spend that kind of money. People spend more than that kind of money on clothing. My wife and I, we went to this really fancy area, is where kind of like all the rich people shop, called Frontenac in Missouri. And if you go to the Frontenac Mall, They have shirts and pants that look like regular shirts and pants, and they cost $300. We're looking at it going, oh my god, I can get this from Walmart for like $10. And it looks like exactly the same as the Walmart shirt, but it's got a brand name on it and it's $300. How's it going, Peerless Rain? So yeah, I don't know why some people spend so lavishly on that kind of stuff. I don't relate to it, but people do it. People do it. So what do you know, it's just how it is. And you know, honestly, those people probably can afford those kind of shirts precisely because they went out and invested their money. So you can't fault them for that. If they have the money, then you know, they're giving someone a job, right? That's what the economy is all about. You make money, you spend money, everyone's happy. I stream for you guys, then I buy a candy bar. Everyone's happy. Let's fight it. We got one more of these investigations left. Let's go ahead and fight Rathian a third time. Maybe we can get the... we're still looking for that Rathian gem. Probably should have used a lucky voucher. Peerless Rain says, hello? Awesome. NMB says, you use an app to invest, Gameconomist. No apps necessary, guys. All you need to do is open up a brokerage account, take some money, and buy some goddamn stock. You want to be rich, you have to make the choices in life to buy stock. Real straightforward. You could alternatively invest in other things, but stock's very uncomplicated. Just go and buy some. Go buy some Walmart stock. You know, Walmart stock, it's a very safe stock. It's not going to have like huge capital gains. It's not going to pay out huge dividends, but you're not going to lose your money because nothing bad ever happens to Walmart. Walmart only seems to do well. Go buy some freaking Walmart stock with your money and make some money. That's what you guys should be doing, and that's why I'm thinking about... right now, I have a retirement company called Edward Jones. They're actually a Missouri company, and right now I have a small retirement account with them that I'm working on, but I want to open up an E-Trade account and buy my own stock and do it myself. And I thought possibly you guys would enjoy that, or maybe I could just talk about it in a live stream like I am now. Get you guys interested in taking care of yourselves when you get older. Fashion is not like oxygen. Wait, you can't be in this. You can't... How's he in this? You can't be in the actual kick from online session. You can be in the SOS, but technically this has to be a solo playthrough of the story. So if I do an SOS in an investigation, hey, fair game. But you're not allowed to like come in and... You see what I'm saying? He's pulling a sneaky on me. He's like, I'll join. I'm ready. How's it going, Chen Marcus Wen Qian? If I said that right, I probably didn't. So many different names. I'm probably butchering half of them at least. Allosaurus says, I buy only shoes with famous brands. That's interesting, Allosaurus. So I don't think I was like most people. When it came to shoes, I had one pair of sandals that lasted me like 15 years. I got them when I was... no, couldn't have... How long was it? I'm trying to think. I stopped wearing them when I turned 27 probably. And so it would have been 7... Oh yeah, 15 years. I did say that right. Yeah, I had them for 15 years. And they were so worn out, I had to put duct tape on the bottom of them because they had literally disintegrated. They were falling apart. All of the rubber was gone, and the sandal would fall apart. And I wore that in college, and it was really one of the last thing I had from home was my sandals. And I still have them. They're in a box. And that was my only shoes for 15 years. I had a pair of work boots, but I didn't ever wear them except for work. And that was it. And that's my relationship to shoes. Think about all the money I saved not buying any shoes for so long. I mean, that's probably a lot of money you can save. They were comfy pair of shoes. Let's see, we got this. Oh, she's mad. Let's fire that SOS flare early. Augment your shoes, Gameconomist. I was very proud of them because after about 15 years, they were so disintegrated. It was like It was like a sport for me to see how long they could keep going, by the way. It wasn't like this self-negligence, oh, we can't afford any more than a few beans, that kind of thing, right? It wasn't that. It was more like they were already so old that it was like, I don't know, it was like this weird, funny contest I had to see how long I could keep them going. My girlfriend, she was my girlfriend back then, she thought it was disgusting. She told me I looked like I was homeless, and honestly, it looked pretty bad. But it was fun. Defense augment on shoes. So look, we have the black ring around the map here, and I feel like Rathian is supposed to be going into the animation that lets me attack her at this point, but she's not. And I suspect if I keep smacking her with my knife, she's just gonna fall over. So, no idea what's going on. Alright, well, so she's not... Let's do it. And there she goes. She falls right over. We didn't get the finishing move. I don't understand the rules of the mount. Be nice if I KO'd her right there. She gonna roar. Yep, those shoes lasted so long. I didn't just put duct tape on them once. I put duct tape on them like every year, basically. After a certain amount of walking, the tape would actually get wet, or it would wear off, and then you'd have to put down more tape. And if you didn't put down tape, the sandal actually fell apart. I did that for 15 years, but you know, it was kind of cool because it didn't really bother me that much. I really did like those sandals. And it was kind of funny thinking about how much money maybe I saved not owning any other sandals. Oh, that was cool. We got the interrupt. There's our attack of large. Wind pressure. She's gonna run. Oh, she's got swipe. She got swipe left. Alright, another mount. Just try to continuously stab her without pausing the attack. No, you don't understand. Like, so when that black bar comes up, she's actually at a point where the mounting minigame should be over. Man, I should make a guide on this. If only I could finish up. So look, right here, we got the black screen. Let's see what we get. She's still going. And look, she fell over as soon as she hit that tree. I wasn't even hitting the buttons. So she just doesn't make sense to me. What is that? Is that kale? It is kale. If you had a huge sum of cash and you want to hire someone to assassinate someone, who would it be? I would assassinate... Oh, that's a tough question, because you're not supposed to kill people, obviously. So let's pretend this is just all fun and games. Nobody really bothers me. I mean, there's politicians I don't like, but I don't believe in political assassination. I think that's actually an act of tyranny in itself. So I don't actually adhere to that kind of action. I don't. I think that political violence is extremely bad. Somebody I would assassinate. I don't know. Whoever's about to commit the next child molestation, I would have that person assassinated before he committed it. How does that sound? Sound pretty good? How close is this guy to dying? I just went to sleep. There we go. Kill all the Lannisters. I'd assassinate some peeps from school, to be honest. Well, I hope not. Really, violence does not always solve a problem. I don't know. Maybe people who took over other people's countries don't agree with that sentiment. I would assassinate Bazilgius forever. I would go back in time and I would assassinate the guy who did the Las Vegas shooting. How about that? Because I have so much money I can buy a time machine. Well, we did not get the Rathian gem like we were hoping for. That's okay. We had 3 solid attempts at it. Rudy says, eliminate Kim Jong-un. You'll only get someone just as bad or worse as a replacement. Rudy's probably right, guys. You can't just go around shooting down, world leaders that you don't like. If that was honestly an effective approach, it would probably be ongoing all the time. You would very likely end up with somebody just as bad as him, except that person would be crazier because they're like, my head's next, so I gotta be crazier than the last guy. Yes, not good. Political assassination is bad. Let's jump up to the workshop. 9 times out of 10, Basil carpet bombs the monster instead of the hunter. Let's go ahead and forge equipment. Armor. Sure, we have what we need now, right? Here we go. Health boost 2. Awesome. So we should have health boost 3 now. My character looks goofy as heck, but let's go to set decorations to check. Yeah, check it out. What is going on? What is it? It's not saying what decorations I have set. I'm so curious. I'll assassinate all the corrupt people in my country, but it happens 1/3 of the population would be left. Ah, that sucks. Corruption is no good. I increasingly think that there is corruption in the country I live in, and it's just not a good thing. Intimidator, I don't really care about Intimidator. Alright, so we have 1 attack decoration. We should have had that in the armor the whole time, shouldn't we have? Also, can we upgrade this yet? Let's see if we can upgrade this. Use the Zora coil. The reason we got to stick with the bone coil is because it gives us Maestro. So we're gonna stick with that actually. If we get the Horn Maestro decoration, we can definitely change. Upgrade equipment. Hardbone horn. Don't laugh. We need 3 more monster hardbones for a upgrade. All right. Getting very close to that blue sharpness. Let's go take down Nergigante. Why not change the charm out for something else? Defense, maybe. The defense boost charm is terrible. Health boost is way better. Go with the health boost. Yeah, defense boost is not so good in Monster Hunter. Not that it's not that defense is meaningless, it's just that there's a lot of other things to build. Let's go ahead and have this. I want to take this, the meat platter. But this, look, gives me the full health without using a max potion, so we're going to go with this. Who's ready for Nintendo E3? Nintendo time! Nintendo's going to have a great E3 showing, I think. Won't be better than the Elden Ring. You guys saw the Elden Ring trailer? Holy frickin' frick, man. I will very likely be playing Elden Ring, and who knows, I might even be playing it a lot when that comes out. You guys, if you don't know, before my channel blew up on Monster Hunter, I was a huge Dark Souls fan. Dark Souls really resonates with me. The music, the grittier art. I love serious, gritty, dark art, okay, when it comes to video games. And nobody does it better than FromSoft's Dark Souls. Holy frick, Elden Ring looked so good when that trailer came out. It's like probably one of the best trailers I've seen in years. And I'm a very picky person. It's hard to appeal to me. So there's a very good chance I play Elden Ring when that comes out. Very excited for Elden Ring. And we'll get more details on it. See, I was wondering, why don't they just continue Dark Souls? And I realized when I saw the Elden Ring trailer, I realized, oh my god, it's because they don't need Dark Souls anymore. They're making this thing. They're making Elden Ring now. It's going to be Elden Ring. So, super excited for that. Hopefully it's really, really good. I really think it will be. Yeah, they have George R.R. Martin writing the story with the makers of Dark Souls. How freaking better could it be? It's not possible. It's all we needed, baby. Let's go ahead and grab these Dragon Strike nuts. For those of you who are like, how do you get all your, how do you get all your materials for shooting the bowgun? Just use a weapon that's not a bowgun for a while, and then after you've collected a bunch of berries, swap over to the bowgun. Easy. Repeat your Nergigante pronunciation. Did I mess it up? I probably messed it up. Yeah, super hyped for Elden Ring. I'm sure it won't come out for another year, probably, but they don't need Bloodborne, they don't need Dark Souls. That thing's gonna blow your freaking minds, I'm sure of it. Just the music alone is like 1,000 times better than anything else out there. God, their own original music. They didn't go out and buy someone's stupid pre-made song from the real world. They made their own gorgeous music, and it sounded like lovemaking to my ears, honestly. Got the roll. Smack him in the head. Oh, how did that part not land? That's gonna land. Oh, look at that. I survived that with so much more health than last time. Damn it, man. Yeah, he got me right there. He actually just hit me with that. Elden Ring, Elden Ring. I guarantee you I'm going to be playing that game. And if it's really good, I might be playing that game a lot. Dude, stop hitting me! Alright, we got a flinch. We got the horn break. Unfortunately, he was in the middle of that flinch, so it didn't count as a knockdown. Come on, give me that arm, man. That arm's got to be so close to breaking. Ah, once again, we broke it while he was flinched. Good timing on the dodge. Not good timing on that dodge. I would be okay if you put him to sleep right now. Oh, I'm still alive. Still alive. Let's have our mega potion. Screw it. He gonna jump. His head just turned black, so we're just gonna be chill now. Nergigante with no Pepega Slam is much better to fight against, wouldn't you agree? Nope, I like the Pepega Slam from Arch-Tempered Nergigante. I feel that Arch-Tempered Nergigante was actually too easy, and they should have made him much more difficult because he's the last monster we got in the base game for Monster Hunter World, and anyone telling you that he's too hard is feeding into your own grievances with Arch-Tempered Nergigante. Clearly, there are people defeating him in like 5 to 6 minutes, speedrunners. He is not at all as difficult as the actual most difficult monster in the game, Extreme Behemoth, and you can solo him with the Fortitude skill, which is something you can't even do with the Ancient Leshen. So the difficulty in the game might go Extreme Behemoth, Ancient Leshen, then Arch-Tempered Nergigante, and anyone telling you Arch-Tempered Nergigante is super difficult because of one move that you can easily avoid is probably not telling you a very good. I mean, I suppose if you were using a weapon like maybe the Charge Blade, as you know, when you go into the Sade combo has one of the longest attack animations in the game. So I suppose if you were somebody using the Charge Blade a lot, you would feel like the Pepika Slam comes out too fast. But if you're using, I don't know, the bow, the longsword, the dual blades, many other weapons with fast recovery frames after you're done attacking, you'll probably go, well, why don't you just try to dodge the aerial slam? I think calling it Pepika Slam makes no sense either. It's not a meme. It's just another moveset. If you fight Nergigante in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which I'm sure a lot of the veterans in the game have, you discover that it's not even the fastest move. There are monsters that have faster moves. So I don't understand all those complaints. Love Arch-Tempered Nergigante. They should have made him more difficult. We got Draken Armor, we've got Kjar weapons, we've got all the items in the game that make the game easy. It's the end of Monster Hunter World 2. We're done with that game. We're ready to move on to Iceborne. Give us the most difficult thing. They didn't even give us the most difficult fight that they could. So, to all those people saying Pepika Slam is too difficult, hooey on you. Redactus says, I'm not complaining about the move, I'm complaining about the two-shot combo follow-up. Oh, here we go. Overhead slam. So there is a move where he jumps in the air, he kind of chills up in the air for a while, and then he slams back down. And I generally can avoid that move, so I don't know what to tell you. I noticed you have to kind of make a decision whether to get up as fast as you can or whether to stay down as long as you can. It very often has something to do with whether or not he has spikes on his arm and his head. If he has no spikes on his arm, you can just stay there on the ground. If he does have spikes on his arm, you probably want to get up as fast as you can, at which point you're going to have to try and dive evade. What's the boy doing? Chasing me all around there, Nergigante? Alright, he's committed to a move. Rudy says that's not his Pepika Slam. Yeah, I know what his Pepika Slam is. It's the shoulder. He jumps in the air, he comes crashing down, and he can do so from any direction. He comes crashing down with his shoulder, and it comes out like in a moment. And people are like, oh my god, he can spam it. It's like, big deal then. Dodge it until he commits. Wait for him to commit to a move you recognize. If he hasn't committed to a move that you recognize, he might be using Pepika Slam. So don't assume you have an attack opening. You know, the people who are really concerned, it's not even a one-shotting move or anything. Nergigante has a one-shotting move. It's the, nice. Good old kitty cat. He has a one-shotting move. It's the dive bomb. They didn't even buff his dive bomb. It's the same old dive bomb. So his strongest move wasn't even buffed. It's just the same move. So they give him one new move, the aerial slam, which is what it actually is, not Pepika Slam. Pepika's an internet meme. They give him a new move, an aerial slam, and it punishes you if you play too aggressively. And one guy complained about it. Now everyone keeps telling me, don't you think Pepika Slam's too strong? No! Did you miss the videos where people are killing him in 6 minutes? What happened? You all see that, right? You've all seen the videos where people defeat him in 6 minutes, right? Ooh, he's so crazy. I've soloed a lot of monsters in World. I haven't soloed Extreme Behemoth because he's too extreme. You know who I have soloed over and over again? Arch-Tempered Nergigante, because he's easy. He's slightly more difficult than some of the other Arch-Tempered monsters. That's not saying a lot because a lot of the Arch-Tempered monsters are easy. They are not that difficult. Comparatively. I mean, from my perspective, where I have all the gear unlocked and I've had plenty of experiences with the game. It's very popular to complain. That's all I'm saying. It's very popular to complain. How can people be complaining that the monsters are too easy? They're too easy in Monster Hunter World. And then Capcom gives Nergigante a move that doesn't one-shot you. It's just a fast shoulder slam. And people are like, wow, this is too hard. How can people be like that? And I don't know. It's not for me. He's definitely not too difficult. I don't know why people bought into that. Imagine a world where people complain about monsters not having new moves, and then Capcom adding new moves, and now everyone complains about the new move. Shake my head. Exactly. Exactly. A lot of the Arch-Tempered monsters don't have much changes except for damage and HP. Yes, that is a legitimate complaint. I think that if first of all, for people who say you can't add more health and more damage to a monster, no, you're wrong. They definitely can. It's just that we wanted to see more substantial changes. There's nothing wrong with making a monster tankier and deal more damage, alright? When you play a game like Dark Souls, what is it with the monsters in Dark Souls? They have a ton of health and they two-shot you, right? That's the deal. And that's really when a game starts to get difficult, because it tells you you can make maybe 2 mistakes. You can make 2. That's when a game starts to get difficult, because people tend to make more than 2 mistakes. Dude, this guy needs to go ahead and roar and break those spikes off his head. I'm just kind of chilling around him because he won't break those goddamn spikes off of his head. Anyways, where am I going with this? You know what? The whole thing's an actual Pepika meme to me. The whole, oh, he's too difficult. It's like gaming journalists telling you that Sekiro's too difficult. Like, grow up. Honestly, it's not. I don't know. It came out of nowhere for me. I was like surprised when I saw people talking about it. I was like, what are you talking about? Nergigante's too easy. Or what are you talking about? Nergigante's too difficult. I thought people would complain the other way around. Especially the speedrunners. I thought the speedrunners would be like, wow, could they make a difficult monster, please? No, speedrunner going, oh, he's too difficult. Wait, what about the 6-minute speedruns? Those exist, don't they? Those are a thing. There we go. There's the dive bomb. Arch-Tempered Nergigante, easy mode, guys. Now we can attack his head and actually do damage. What I mean to say is now I can get knocked over and over again. Dude, that still hit me? That move's got a lot of range. Come here, Nergigante. That is gonna hurt. Ah, no, I died. It's because I didn't heal. Ah. How's it going, Redacted? You guys do know Arch-Tempered Nerg gets faster as the fight drags on, right? Yes, of course I know that. How many times do you think I've defeated Arch-Tempered Nergigante at this point? Like, maybe 40 times? I think no less than 40 times, at least. Maybe 40 to 50 times. He is... I would describe Nergigante as slightly more difficult than the other Arch-Tempered monsters. That's how I would describe him. Too difficult, though? You gotta be crazy, man. He's easy. Easy, easy. How can you defeat a monster in 6 minutes? All of the speedrunners, all of them. Not all of the speedrunners. I mean, all of the weapon classes have 6-minute speedruns on them now. He's a cakewalk. You learn the, yeah, he's got a, man, god damn it, he's got black spikes on his head again. I'm so sad. I'm never going to defeat this guy. I guess I might as well start getting bad hit zones on all the other body parts he has. Because I need to start attacking him more. I've been avoiding his head this whole time to get... him to go do the dive bomb and actually open up some better damaging hit zones on him. Nerg easy mode cart. Oh! Well, of course I'm going to cart here. I have terrible gear. People who do it with 1 HP are truly skilled ones and lucky at times. I saw one guy ledge hop him with low health. For sure. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you have 1 HP, the monster has to break that health in order to finish the match. So you're basically talking about having a flawless run. And these guys, these speedrunners, sit down and they play over and over again to get a flawless run. Get good, plebs. You just need to speedrun. I'm like the opposite of a person who speedruns 4S. Think about it. I actually get made fun of for being too casual. I'm an actual player who does not speedrun and gets made fun of for karting and fun of for casual. And I'm telling you, it's not a difficult monster. Get yourself Moxie. Get yourself Guts. There are some weapons, some Lunastra weapons that'll give you Guts. There are... Gunlance can get along with what, 3 pieces of the Basil Goose set. Get some guts on your build, get some moxie on your build, have a team healer. You're done. It's just like every other arch-tempered monster. Give me a break. Right? He hits really hard. He has a fast move. It's not like the Extreme Behemoth where you get one comet. He definitely hits hard. And then he has a team-wiping move where everyone has to end up behind the comet. Or the Ancient Leshen where if you try to solo him, he grabs you and the whole fight's over because he grabbed you. Because you're solo. Right? I just can't believe people will complain that the monsters are too easy. And then they'll complain that the monsters are too hard. Like, which one is it? Wait, did I, no, I didn't. I need to buff myself. And Arnob says, wait, what's Guts? Guts is the skill where if you're absorbing a hit from a monster, instead of dying, you survive with 1 HP. So a move that would have killed you instead leaves you with 1 HP. Think of I think it's called the Focus Sash in Pokemon. It's basically the Focus Sash. That move always hits me. Why do I roll to the side? It's still going to land. If Donkey says it's hard, then it's hard. I've played, you know, this Monster Hunter obviously isn't the only game I've played. I've played a lot of other games. And some games really do get difficult. Think of any PvP game and try playing an expert. That's difficult. If you're fighting a monster, you can memorize a monster. Monsters can be memorized. Monsters can be exploited. Nothing in this game has really been that difficult. There's been some stuff, you know, like Extreme Behemoth. He's pretty hard. I don't expect the average person to get Extreme Behemoth. But this is a game where you're fighting the computer. This isn't like professional Smash Brothers or anything, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. There are games out there that are actually difficult. Calling this difficult, it's more like complaining is the way I see it. It's just complaining for the sake of complaining. You know, maybe you found something about him annoying. You could say the aerial slam is annoying, and I'd go, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the aerial slam is annoying. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Difficult, though. What are you talking about? It doesn't even one-shot. If you have a healer on your team, he's going to knock you over, and your healer's just going to heal you. He's never going to be able to kill you because it's not a killing move. You have one good healer, he'll never kill you because you're just going to heal up after the aerial slam. Your teammate's going to heal you up. Oh, he got me. Bruh, calm down, Gameconomist. Okay, Gameconomist is in Zen mode now. We're going to kill this Arch-Temper Nergigante. It's just like, this is a third, oh my god, this is like the third day that people have been like, dude, Arch-Temper Nergigante is so difficult. It's like, what are you talking about? We got to get rid of that shoulder slam. Capcom's got to nerf him. It's like, Jesus, dude. Let's go ahead and pick up the attackable arch. I think I'm going to have a max potion. Plan to farm Nergigante armor? I have a good amount of investigation, so we can do that if you would like. Let's go ahead and refresh my loadouts. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. We'll figure that out later. Played Monster Hunter U, but got bored after Nerg. Thinking of getting... Does he mean Monster Hunter World? Thinking of getting back into it, though. David, how could you possibly get bored of Monster Hunter? It's the most exciting game. Go ahead and set this up. Yeah, I hope that in Iceborne we do have a more fleshed out endgame. I'd really like to see that. While Among Us says, just make a custom meal for Moxie. Precisely. Precisely. I don't honestly think the person who started the complaint on Arch-Temper Nergigante, I don't honestly think he has any trouble defeating Arch-Temper Nergigante. Here's what I think actually goes on for that guy. I think he has trouble getting a world record speedrun with Arch-Temper Nergigante, and that's probably where a lot... Oh, Jesus, I'm going to die right now. That's where a lot of his frustrations are actually coming from. Let's go ahead and get this Mega Potion. I think that's actually what's going on, right? Like, if you're just talking about surviving and defeating him, he's not too bad. You'll do it. You just stick to it. But if you're talking about getting a world record speed run, and maybe you're using a weapon that has a really slow attack like the charge blade, then yeah, you might get annoyed. But does that mean he's too difficult, or does that mean he's too annoying for somebody using a charge blade? I'm so unfocused in this fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's mad. Next, they'll complain Iceborne is too hard. Well, Joel, first they'll complain it's too easy, and then they'll complain it's too hard. There's no winning. There's no winning for Capcom. Jesus, man. It is way too much like the gaming journalists. The gaming journalists are like, oh, this game's too hard. They gotta add an easy mode. The funny thing, there already is an easy mode. You just fight regular Nergigante or tempered Nergigante. You got easy mode in the game. What else do you want? This is the end game, man. This is the last fight we're getting. Let it be as difficult as Capcom wants it to be. Capcom did a great job, in my opinion. I thought it was an accessible fight for the average player who wants to try hard. If you're an average player and you want a difficult win, difficult fight, the Arch-Tempered Nergigante fight was good. If they wanted to make Arch-Tempered Nergigante difficult, they would have had to make him more difficult than Extreme Behemoth. Because that's, you know, that's kind of your way that you rate the difficulty of the monsters, is by the most difficult one. Oh, man. Oh my god, I can't believe I just dodged that. Oh my god. And there we go, rewards decreased to 0. Dude, this guy's such a step up in difficulty compared to the rest of the monsters, because my gear is so underpowered. I'm actually tempted to get rid of the... I might do it. I think I'm going to make that. I think I'm going to make that fortified belt. We're going to come in and I'm easily going to beat this guy with the fortified belt. Let me explain why. Because the fortified belt is going to replace our 6 defense with like 30 defense, and if I do die, I'm going to get buffed. Firefree says, let Capcom cry all the way to the bank. I can't wait for Iceborne. Neither can I. Arnob, it can't come soon enough. When's it coming? In September, huh? I thought we were hoping it would be in August. Wallamanga says Zora Coil. Absolutely, I agree. Wallamanga is Zora Coil time. I think what's going to go on here is, you know, I want to use the Bone Coil because of the Horn Maestro skill, but in the end, that 6 defense is taking me down in the defense department, and honestly, the self-improvement buff is the only buff I'm maintaining anyway, so let's go grab it. You guys were right. Monster Hunter World is a hard game if you don't farm Kolv Taroth. Kolv Taroth Kiara weapons were actually, you know, you think about it, I said this in the last stream, you think about it, you've got the Nergigante weapons, or not the Nergigante weapons, I'm sorry. You've got the Nergigante, Arch-Tempered Nergigante fight, and he has a little more damage and he has a little more health than the other Arch-Tempered monsters, right? But at the same time, we got those Kiara weapons, and those Kiara weapons actually increased our damage output. So we're a little bit stronger too. It's not that big a deal. Let's go ahead and, which one? There's a tremor resist built into that one. That actually, nah, we'll leave it at this. Why not? The beta version. Alright, we're much stronger now, guys. And let's go ahead and upgrade equipment. What don't I see as changing anytime soon? Rathian helm, chain armor is going to go away. Zora spine we might keep for a while. We're not going to do that. That's too expensive. Straight says, honestly though, Gameconomist, Arch-Tempered Nergigante wasn't exactly hard because I used easy peasy clusters on Dark Devourer, but Tempered Nerg is the easiest fight in the game, using Dante's Charge Blade. Right, so here's another thing about Nergigante. Nergigante has a mechanic that makes him weaker than the other Elder Dragons. Everyone's known this for a long time. This is how the speedrunners get like sub 1 minute speedruns on them. I've seen one sub 1 minute speedrun. Wow, that's a tongue twister. And the thing is, it's the white spikes. You break off the white spikes on Nergigante and you get a free knockdown on him. That's kind of like a huge mechanic that none of the other Elder Dragons have that allows you to really control him. So, especially if you're playing single player, what are you really worried about? You go in single player. Wallamunga's like, finally you listen. Yeah, you're right, Wallamunga. I want Horn Maestro to keep the attack up large longer, but it's like, we died 3 times. It's obvious we need more defense. He's just still dealing too much damage. He's still got us in pretty much the 2-shot range, depending on what move he uses. So, let's get that defense up with the Zora Coil, and the Fortify will pretty much make it impossible for us to lose. I'm talking all over the place. Uncle Grandpa says, why did you pick the Hunting Horn? I don't know, Uncle Grandpa, because I wanted to do the least amount of damage of all the weapon classes. Hopefully Hunting Horn gets buffed in the next, in Iceborne. It should do as much damage as all the other weapons. Anyone here a heavy smoker? Nope, not me. Smoking gonna kill you. If you wanted to know, my mother-in-law, she was a heavy smoker, and she now has a lung tumor. She's one of the reasons she's in the hospital is for her lung tumor. It's an inoperable lung tumor as well, so she's receiving chemo. She has a stage 4 cancer that's not related to the lung tumor, but she also has the lung tumor. So, don't recommend the smoking, guys. Don't do it. Jamie says, I smoke weed a lot. Damn, this guy's cool. Give him the cool approval, guys. Help versus Extreme Leshen. Extreme Leshen. Can't wait to fight Glavenus. They're gonna have Arch-Tempered Glavenus soon, everyone. Kuramori says, is Hunting Horn that bad? I thought it was really good. So, Hunting Horn in a team is really good because it gives out attack up extra large. Hunting Horn by itself does less damage than, I'm pretty sure, any of the other weapon classes. Sword and Shield, I don't know if it beats Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield is also kind of low for damage output, unfortunately. That's what I've noticed. I've been looking at the speedrun times, the world record times. Oh, well that was one way to start. Good Player says, hey Gameconomist, how are you? How are you? Good Player, I'm doing well. I'm playing video games. How sad could I be? It's impossible to be sad. Let's go ahead and beat up this mofo finally. Nergi, I got Fortify. What are you gonna do? What are you even gonna do? Nothing, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna cry. Ah, he got me. After E3, I'm not going to read up anything about Iceborne so I don't spoil myself, so please no spoilers in chat. I don't think that's possible. There's very likely going to be spoilers in chat. Because people are definitely going to want to talk about the spoilers. Oh, damn, we got a KO. Yeah, spikes are coming right off. Why'd we get that KO so easily? It seemed like it took forever on the previous run. I mean, it's not like we weren't hitting him in the head. He got us. Oh, look at that. He does so much less damage. Yeah, that low rank armor was killing us. Ah, wind pressure. Gameconomist, why you know earplugs? Why you know earplugs? Damn it, man. He's gonna kill me. I'm dead. Fuse says, love the content. Have a snack on me. Thank you so much, Fuse, for that snack fun donation. I, in fact, have no snacks right now, so I'm kind of unsnackified. Fuse, fuse, fuse. What snacks should I get, guys? I gotta get the good snacks. So the problem is I'm super impatient and I'm trying to get lucky and break those white spikes, because if you break them, you get so much control over the fight. But the hunting horn is just not doing the damage that's going to allow us to break those white spikes easily. Of course, if we had been using the hammer, it probably would. Peanut says, I hope they show gameplay of a hunt today at E3. Alright, so we got the proc from Fortify, so we're already stronger at this point. And if it procs a second time, we'll be even stronger. Nutter Butters. Nutter Butters are okay. They taste kind of like... Man, they taste kind of like they were made in a factory, though, to be honest. They got kind of a factory taste. So do Oreos, by the way. Oreos are just kind of like, what am I eating? Can't be good. Potato chips. I'm not a big fan of potato chips. Actually, I hardly eat any chips at all. Left Twix. Ah, better than the right Twix. Alright, he's coming in with the dive bomb. Do I have time to avoid this? Yes, I do. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Do you guys like left or right Twigs? Come on, Nergigante. Gameconomist, I'm actually excited for Arch-Tempered Nergigante coming up for PlayStation 4. I stopped playing after the original Cove event. I really just want the Ryu layered armor. Please don't kill me, Nergigante. Oh, we broke the horns off. The spikes off. Oh, he's in trouble now. Getting this free knockdown on him. Yeah, he's in trouble. Ah! Oh, he's getting away. Right Twix supremacy. Ah, we gotta shut it down. We don't allow this on YouTube. Right Twix supremacy. For Monster Hunter content, of course, Gameconomist, but Eric's is also good. You're advertising someone else on my stream? What? No, Eric's is fine. I'm just making fun of him. Ah! Oh, he still got me. I was hoping I could get far enough away from those spikes, but I could not. You need arena event for SS tickets. Alright, so we got 2 Fortify. Let's jump to the item box. Oh, we already have max potions. Perfect. Are you going to tune into the Nintendo Direct starting in about 25 minutes? Nintendo Direct is in 25 minutes? Really? I suppose I could if I wanted to. I didn't know that. I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't think I will. This is a Monster Hunter channel. We're going to play Monster Hunter. And when Nintendo does its thing, if it has interesting things to talk about, we'll definitely talk about it in the Discord. Alright guys, we got full health, 800 attack, and 243 defense now. He can't kill us. Odin says it's not like he advertised anyone important. I think Odin's referring to the fact that... Oh wait, what is he talking about there? I don't understand what he meant by that. Well, actually, the extra defense didn't give us too much. It's interesting. Maybe it's because the extra defense is a low value in itself right now. Oh, he's exhausted. Alright, now we gotta be careful. We're on our last life. God damn it. I knew that was going to do that. What did I expect? He talking boat Eric's. Yep, got no problem with Eric's gaming. I don't think anyone does. Smack this guy in the leg. It was rumored that there would be a new Monster Hunter title on the Switch, probably unlikely, but it would definitely be surprising. Oh, true. Maybe I should do the Switch stream then. Actually, you know what? If there's a chance that Nintendo reveals a new Monster Hunter title on the Switch, maybe I will go ahead and stream it. I didn't even think about that. That's actually a good point, Andrew. Let's overhead smash this guy. He's close to dying, I think. Of course, we're going to do trash damage to him right now. Look at that heavy damage. 26 damage. Whew! What are we doing with ourselves here? 26? Holy cow. And he's going to sleep. OP. Let's get these barrel bombs out, though. We're bringing him down this time, guys. This is it. Oh, we actually broke the black spikes off his head. That's cool. Doesn't matter, though. He's coming in for the dive bomb. Oh, that sucks. He gonna get us with that roar. He gonna get it with this. God, man, stop turning around to look at my palico. Look at me. Oh my god, now he's gonna look at me. Oh, he missed me. Dude, stop using this one move. God, I love the Vigor Wasp spray. It's so cool. Favorite palico here. He must be like enraged or something because he is getting those white spikes crazy fast. Sleep is cheat. I have to say, Hunting Horn's feeling pretty bad in this fight right now. Hunting Horn does not feel like a strong choice at all. I'm sure it has partly to do with the fact that it's not upgraded and this is a level 9 fight. We don't have weakness exploit, we don't have crit boost, but man, it just doesn't feel good. Oh, we broke the... Nice, we broke the arm. We broke the head. Very good. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Brr. Dude. He does so much damage when your armor is unupgraded. It's taking forever. No! Oh my god, I just can't get the attack up out. And now the spikes on his head are black. Amazing. Oh my god. Heal this. He gonna walk back. This almost feels like Arch-Tempered Nergigante because I'm so weak. Dude, I'm weak as heck with this build. Man, I'm so hurt right now too. Like seriously, when they were saying, remember what he said? He's like, we're gonna try and make it feel like it was when the game started for you. They were not kidding. Ah, he still got me. Alright, time to get this finishing move on him. This guy's got to be so close, right? 1, 2. Ooh, we're getting good damage too. 38s. That's good damage. For me, anyways. Oh, there's the mower guys. Man, those guys are loud as hell. Oh, he thinks he gets to run away. I don't think so, Nergigante. Oh! Oh, it still hit me too, man. This guy's stopping right in front of my door. Come on, man. Oh, and he's gone. We got him. Arch-Tempered Nergigante is out of here. Be careful, Gameconomist. You might anger the other 3 horn mains with your comments. Oh, please. Hunting Horn's a great weapon. It really is. It's a fun weapon. The point of the game is to have fun, not to have the most DPS. The problem is that it's really... I don't know why they decided to make it so that... I don't know. I wish it was about as good as the other Hunting Horns when you play it solo. That's all I mean. I wish it was about as good as the other weapons when you play it solo. Let's go ahead and grab this Nitro Shroom up here. It's a valuable mushroom. It means you have to farm it less. There is a Nitro Shroom right here as well. And if we go over here, there is a Mandragora. Let's grab that Mandragora. Here we are. We got it. The lawnmower guy buffed you. That's right, he gave me the lawnmower buff. Gameconomist, I hope you appreciate being able to iframe most of Nergigante's attacks after playing Monster Hunter GU. It's my main, but I feel they nerfed it in this game. Huh. Alright, finally. And we get another cutscene. All it took was one 22-minute failed run against Nergigante. It really shows you, when they show you Nergigante, that is definitely a point where you need to have your stuff upgraded. Barry Bones says, I love it. When I wake up, you're live, and when I come back from work, you're also live. I've been doing the hardcore streams lately. What do you guys think? Should we do a Nintendo live stream or what? Let me look at the E3 schedule. Oh man, these mowers are so loud, dude. I can't hear myself think. So Monday. We're on Tuesday. Taking its regular slot on the Tuesday morning of E3 before the show starts properly with Sony out of the picture this year, I did think that Nintendo may pick another time slot, but tradition is good, I suppose. The E3 2019 website is now live and would be the best place to watch the show. Let's go to that website. June 11, 9 a.m. PT, 12 p.m. ET. So the Nintendo live stream is starting in 15 minutes. We could live stream over it in case they do a Monster Hunter announcement for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not ruling it out. I'm actually tempted to do it. What do you guys think? Ye or knee? Alright, let's see. What do we get here? We got Immortal Dragon Scale, Elder Dragon Bone, God, those dudes are so loud. Can you hear them? They're crazy loud, these lawnmower guys. And they like mow everything 12 times. I don't get it. Man, he has no idea I'm talking trash on him either. He's just doing his job. Absalon says yes. Syria says yes. Alright, well, I gotta make, I suppose I need to make a thumbnail real fast. Let's say E3, Nintendo, let's say down here, Livestream 2019. Let's get rid of this Devil Joe in the background. That was from last night. Boop. And what should we have down there? I don't even know. Nintendo logo, maybe? This guy's talking. I'm making the I'm making the thumbnail right now. It's gonna be a simple thumbnail. Nintendo. Alright, they're talking about something in this game, but I'm not paying any attention. Because I know what they're going to do. They're going to say, oh my god, we found tracks for all these Elder Dragons. Brr, 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 brr. That's what they're going to say. We'll move this logo down here, I think. And we will give it a border, perhaps. Let's give it a border. I'll go ahead and export this. Hey, they gave me back control. It says, investigate the awoken Elder Dragons. Well, they just got out of college, and their sociology professors taught them all of the woke things. Sorry, I'm being a little cringy. Let's go ahead and save this thumbnail. I was just trying to say anything, honestly. Speak to the field team leader, speak to the huntsman, speak to the third meat flaster. I just said third meat flaster, didn't I? Third fleet master. So we're at a point in the game now where we're meant to gather all the tracks for the Elder Dragons, and then when you do this, you get to fight those Elder Dragons. We're very close to the end of the game, actually. Can we buy the power charm yet? Oh, it's so expensive. Ah! That's okay. That is okay. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. We're going to get that Nintendo live stream going just in case Nintendo does announce a new Monster Hunter title for the Switch. We don't know if they will. They probably won't, but we'll go ahead and keep an eye on them, alright? Paulo Arianta says, Gameconomist? What does he say here? My screen is broken. Nerg with the Hunter Horn, that's a sight to behold. Yeah, he was kicking my butt, really, because our gear is severely underleveled at this point. Absalon says, the Elder Dragons got woke and the Hunter made them go broke. I'm an economist, but work as a journalist. My lord, my job is so stressful. All right. Thank you all for watching. I'll get the Nintendo live stream. It's going to be my reaction to the Nintendo live stream up, and you guys are welcome to watch that. Of course, you're welcome to watch it on their regular website as well. You don't have to have my reaction to it. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes.